to They Call Us Villains. Ah!
All right. Welcome to They Call Us Villains to another episode. I'm joined by the big boss man, mailman. Let's do it.
I'm back, baby.
How are you doing, baby?
I'm ready. I'm ready for some vengeance.
Let's go. You got the takes. You got the takes loaded up.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna just start spitting out fire now, man.
Ready to go.
Literally.
All right. You want to talk some Dodgers first? Get us started with some Dodgers.
Yeah, the lead's gone down to 2 games. The Padres are on their tail, and the Dodgers are up 6-0 right now against the Pirates. So let's.
Oh, we got some technical difficulties here.
It's been tough sailing for the Dodgers, but I'm confident. I mean, they're gonna get a lot of Mookie Betts back, Max Muncy back. They got a couple of guys at the deadline of good role players, so we'll see what happens. It's just the pitching is the big question mark, and so we'll just wait and see. I mean, right now, like I said, it's August. It's coming down to the wire. The Padres have won 6 in a row. The Padres are going to make the playoffs again. They're going to make some noise. I mean, they always have our number, so that's the team that I'm mostly worried about. The Phillies, I'm worried about them too. Obviously, they've been slumping too, but they're a top team. They've been a top team just like the Dodgers. But man, those Padres, they play the Dodgers tough every single year. They play them tough every single game, every single inning, every single out. They're tough. They're tough, and I mean they're going to get Tatis back here eventually, so things are going to get tougher.
So are they in the danger of? I guess they would just go down a seat, but they're still going to pretty much a lock to make the playoffs.
Yeah, they're pretty much a lock to make the playoffs as a wild card. So I mean, if they overtake the Dodgers, obviously they switch. Obviously, I mean the Dodgers will be the wild card, and then the Padres will take the West. But let's just hope it doesn't come to that.
Yeah,
the Dodgers have won the West. It's been like so many consecutive years in a row. I can't even count. And but it's been since 2020. I mean, it was a shortened season. Obviously, you know we want to call it the bubble World Series, but that was the last World Series they won. The Padres have never won a World Series. They've been in a World Series once in 1995 against the Yankees. No, not 95. It was 94, if I'm not mistaken, against the Yankees. That's the only World Series appearance. Never been to the World Series after any time after or before that. Franchise has been around since the 70s, so not that much history, but never. They don't have one World Series under their belt, but
no,
they're a team that you could look out for, and in Arizona as well. Arizona's coming for the Dodgers as well, so it's the NL West is going to get really tough these last couple of weeks of August. Once September comes, that's when you go into the playoff baseball postseason. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that should be a good postseason. We're closing in on it. You start getting those little tingles around September, October.
It's just beautiful. I mean, once you get to September, you got the football going on, you got NFL, you got college, you got postseason baseball, and then once you get into October, I mean, you got the best of everything. You got basketball at the end of the month. You got baseball's wrapping up. World Series more than likely by then, and then you got NFL. I mean,
you got football
already up and running, so it's gonna be great.
You got So you got baseball. I think you got some NHL also during that time.
Yes, you got some NHL also. Yeah.
Basketball. Basketball is in full swing.
Basketball is around Halloween. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The NBA.
And back in the day, you used to get all the sports plus the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror.
Oh yeah, and they're still pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean,
I haven't watched them in a long time, but October used to hit pretty good.
My daughter's really into the Simpsons, so even I'm kind of like I'll watch it with her. Like the most recent Treehouse of Horror was like, man, even for me, I was just like, dang, like I don't think I should have my daughter watching this. It's like it's a little much. Like I told her, oh, it's just a cartoon, baby. Like yeah,
it was a little scary.
It's a little scary. Even for me, I was just like, whoa.
Yeah, man, you probably were around her age when you started watching it. I'm gonna guess.
Definitely. Oh yeah. I mean, I started back in the early '90s. I can remember. I mean, my mom doesn't speak English, so she didn't know what was going on. So she's like, "Oh, you're watching cartoons at night? That's cool." She has Channel 11, Fox. So
I used to be a badass Sunday night. They used to have
It used to be the best. Yeah, it was them and King of the Hill.
Simpsons, King of
Yeah.
the Hill, and they'd finish it off with the X Files.
Yeah, the X-Files.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They don't have that anymore. I guess you don't really. I mean, I don't watch TV anymore, like network TV. It's all like
No, yeah, not really. It's mostly
on demand.
sitcoms, and they're not really. They're trying too hard, in my opinion. So I watch a lot more documentaries, obviously sports.
Yeah,
But
documentaries.
I'm really big into the documentaries, so I'm watching different things. I'm watching that Dirty Pop on Netflix. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's about like the whole NSYNC, Backstreet Boys.
Oh wow.
Like the founder of the bands and whatnot. The guy was total scam artist. And
yeah, I remember seeing some videos back in the day. They would have like profiles on that guy, the manager. Yeah,
right, the manager.
Shady dude. Oh, lose Brian again.
And then you would have and then like I just watch like a lot of murder mystery and stuff like that, but like real life, true life, like documentaries is just sometimes it makes you think about how there's evil out there. There's some really bad people out there.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like
a really good one was that Richard Ramirez one that was on Netflix.
Yeah, on Netflix.
I don't remember what it was called, but
right,
that was a good one.
Right. Night Stalker.
Yeah, the Night
Stalker. Yeah. That was
talk
a really
about
good
evil.
one.
That was a real evil dude.
Even for me, I'm a combat veteran in the Marine Corps, and even for me, it was too gruesome. I was like, and I guess it touched me a little bit more, pinched the nerve, because it was women he was going after, mostly elderly women. It's just like
it was crazy. Man. It was little, like it was a little girl. It was little girls and old ladies, like the most vulnerable people.
The most vulnerable people, yeah.
Ever,
yeah. That guy was he was a straight up boogeyman, like the real life boogeyman.
Yeah, he's a sick dude.
That guy terrorized here in the South.
Yeah. Hold on. Do you see your screen pop off and on?
Yes. Yeah.
Go checking it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about some Olympics.
Yeah. I honestly haven't been watching the Olympics, and it's not because I'm protesting it. It's not really because of that. It's because I really don't have the stories. In my mind, my opinion, I understand that the players got to vote for who they wanted to be the flag bearer. It shouldn't have been LeBron, in my opinion. Obviously, you know me, Kamish. I never liked. I mean, I liked the guy when he first came into the league, and now, I mean, yeah, it's a hot take. It's like I'm a part of that group that's with Laura Ingraham that says that would tell him, hey, just shut up and dribble. You know what I mean? Just stick to sports. Don't get too focused into politics. But I mean, I never wish anything bad upon him, but I just he rubbed me the wrong way when he got too political, and that's why I became a Clippers fan. And and to bear the flag and you take a knee for the anthem, and he did it again. I mean, he was like a no-show for the anthem for the first game, if I'm not mistaken, something like that along those lines. It's like, come on, dude, you just were the representative of the country for the Olympics, for the United States of America, and you're gonna like do a chicken shit move like that, where it's like you're not gonna show respect for the anthem. That's I'm sorry, Kamish, but that's straight up just BS, in my opinion. And I rate that opinion because I am a patriot. I served this country. I went to Afghanistan twice, combat operations. I mean, I was in the Marine Corps, did my time 4 years. Granted, yes, like we have this whole thing going on in the political spectrum where it's like Trump never served. He was a draft dodger. And you got this guy Waltz, who's the soon-to-be. He's obviously, Kamala's vice president, but I'm just saying, like, he might soon be our vice president. He's somebody who did serve in the National Guard. I mean, he served in the National Guard, but the National Guard mostly serves here in the continental United States. They rarely deploy. I mean, they're pretty much like reserves, and there's speak of how he was set to be deployed to Iraq or whatnot, or Afghanistan. The story keeps changing, and this guy says that he did it, and he never did. He supposedly abandoned the platoon, or but I don't know what happened. But for him to go up and say like, "Oh, I deployed to Iraq, Afghanistan, what have you," and not actually do it, that's stolen valor. I mean, that's technically a criminal offense, and we're just gonna let this guy get away with it, which is, I think, it's pretty pathetic. But
Right.
that's the world we live in, where it's like, well, it doesn't matter. You're not a patriot, so it doesn't matter what you think, or if even if you are a patriot, nobody listens to you. I mean, nobody listens to the veterans, really. I mean, you got people like the Hawk Tuah girl, and you guys did a segment on Hawk
Oh
Tuah.
yeah.
It's going to be a popular name that got like 1 million views. You know what I mean? And it's like, and then we talk about serious things. I mean, here, I mean, this is a pretty serious show.
Right.
But I mean, dude, it's we're as a society, it's like, yes, let's have fun, let's enjoy ourselves. You only live once. We have we live in the greatest country. I know that firsthand. I've been to the other side of the world. I know how the other side of the world lives in Afghanistan. Women's rights, and when women say that they have no rights here, or they're being abandoned or not heard, or sexism, what have you, go out there to the Middle East and see for yourself. Like, I have a daughter, and my daughter wouldn't be able to go to school out there because she's a woman. She's a little girl.
Right.
And it's like, people take this country for granted. Like I said, I don't want to get too political about it, but it's I listen to Mad Dog Sports Radio. I love the dog, and they have JT the Brick, which is, he's a great broadcaster, he's a legend. But he talked about how it really pinched the nerve with me, where it's like, I had to change the radio station because he said how he's such a big LeBron fan, where he threw it out there. He's like, oh well, if you don't agree with LeBron carrying the flag, then you're a part of that community, like you're extreme right, and you should be out in the woods with everybody else and that small community. And it's like, no, dude, like, how dare you? Like, what? Like, okay, so because I don't agree with the guy, and because I refuse to, like, oh, bend the knee to LeBron, and consider
But
him a
why do you
great.
think LeBron can't carry the flag?
He's not a great American. He's not a great American. He's a great American athlete. Okay,
Yeah.
he was born in this country. He's an American, yes, but he's not a patriot. He's not a patriot. If you're gonna carry
I
the
guess I
flag,
never
you need to
have
show
heard him.
you need to show respect for the flag, and that means standing for the anthem, in my opinion. And I know that's a hot take. That's a hot take. And yes, we have the freedom.
He's come out against the anthem.
Yeah, he's always taken a knee against the anthem ever
Okay.
since the 2020, the George
Like
Floyd,
Kaepernick.
all this bull crap that's happened. I mean, yeah, it's unjust what happened. I'm not gonna, like, I'm not hiding under a rock. I know exactly what happened. I mean, it was all over social media. I mean, it was in your face. I mean, even
Right.
people not who weren't even here in the States at the time, even
But
like
let's go back.
global,
Let's go back a
worldwide,
second, Brian.
even I'm
Uh,
pretty sure the aliens on outer space knew about what happened. And yes, like, we have the right to express ourselves, or the freedom of expression, the
right.
freedom
Yeah,
of
that's what I was gonna say.
religion, freedom of speech. But yet, okay, like, so you're gonna carry that beautiful flag, that is draped over dead soldiers, dead Marines, dead sailors, uh, dead airmen, and you're gonna just, oh well, I mean, I got voted in, and it's my point is that, like, we're so oblivious that we are divided. We are, because people are so oblivious to what's going on. Is he's not a patriot. He's not. He's
But
not.
why? But
He's a great,
He's choosing to carry the flag though.
because he was voted in by the Olympians.
But he could have said like,
He,
I'm not gonna carry this flag because this represents like whatever he's against. I don't know.
in a way, because yeah, it's like, there's, for him to protest the national anthem. That's come on, like, you don't do that. I mean, that's the national people in the Olympics, when they received that gold medal, like, people from foreign countries are like, I think there was like a tennis pro from Spain, and the national anthem was playing in the background, and he was crying, like, it was like so much pride.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean, Kamish? It's like, it's pride.
Like
Like,
LeBron doesn't have that.
when I graduated boot camp and they played, "Oh, I'm proud to be an American," and
Yeah.
I mean, you feel it. You feel it because it's like, man, you're so blessed. Like I said, I mean, our parents are not from this country. They came into this country.
Right.
They built lives
What
for
other
us.
player would you have chosen, Brian, to carry that flag?
I would have done Simone Biles. Simone Biles. She
No,
is
no,
the
but LeBron carried it for the whole
for the whole
USA.
United States of America.
Ah, okay. I thought he
He's
was
the
doing it for like the team, like the USA basketball team.
no. He the flag bearer is the person who leads the country. Like you know how they did the every
Yeah, okay,
Olympics
yeah. I can see
they do a
Simone
parade.
Biles being a better choice. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean she's the most decorated Olympian to date.
Right.
Or if not Simone Biles, if she didn't want to do it, then have one of the swimmers or somebody from track. I don't know, Kamish. I mean it's
So
an
he was
unpopular.
voted by the fans?
It was voted by the Olympians.
So the people themselves, the
So the
people
participants who were in the
competing,
Olympics, the athletes, they voted for him to carry the flag. But I
all the
guess like
USA people.
all the Olympians from the USA, yes.
Uh,
And I
oh,
think it's the fact that it's gonna be his last Olympics,
yeah,
obviously, because he's not gonna be playing in 2028.
right.
He might be. I mean, you never know. He might be playing in the NBA in
Yeah.
2028, but he's not gonna go out do another Olympics. I
Okay.
don't
I
think
guess
he's gonna be able to. Yeah,
yeah.
it's every 4 years.
Okay, I didn't know that part. Okay,
It's
interesting.
every 4 years. So the next Olympics is here in LA, 2028.
Yeah.
So the Olympics right now in Paris, 2024, to start the Olympics,
Yeah.
it was before they had and then I don't even want to get started on the final supper. That was a mess. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, but let's go back to the sports part. So you would not root for U.S. basketball team because of LeBron?
No, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't root for
Well,
them
let's go.
because
Let's go back even further. You stopped
yeah.
rooting for the Lakers because of LeBron.
Yes. So
Man,
I guess you
break
can say
that down, Brian. Break
I
that
guess
down
you
for us.
can say my hatred runs pretty deep.
That is pretty deep, bro.
And it's pretty deep. And then when Serbia had him on the ropes,
Yeah.
I was like, yes. And then I mean, I think Jokic missed a 3, and then KD hit a 3, and then they just, I mean, they went like on a 12-1 run, something along those lines.
But don't you want the U.S. to win, even with LeBron? Like, even if it's LeBron's on the team,
no. The U.S. can win in swimming. We can kick butt. I mean, every other sport, but not basketball. I refuse.
Man, that's kind of crazy to me,
And
Brian. I mean,
in my
I'm no
opinion,
LeBron fan myself,
in,
but
in,
I still
in my
want the U.S. to
opinion
win
as
everything.
well, it shouldn't be NBA players. It should be amateur players.
Yeah,
Even
true.
internationally, I get it. It's like they got like Jokic is playing.
No.
I'm not sure. No, Slovenia didn't make it, so
used to
Doncic
be-
didn't make it. But
it used to be, Brian, that you had to be a college player. You couldn't
it
be
was
a
the amateurs.
professional basketball player
It was
until
the
like
amateurs.
the Dream Team back in the late 80s.
Like the
90s.
Miracle on Ice. With the hockey team when they beat the USSR, it was it was a bunch of college kids.
Yep.
Amateurs. So why I don't understand. I know it's a marketing thing. The Olympics everything's a money grab.
Yeah.
But the Olympics has become the biggest money grab ever because you see what like I said, besides like I said, I don't want to get into the Last Supper, but we're getting into it. So it was supposed to be this form of art or what have you, or it's woke culture. Let's just be honest. I mean, the person behind that Last Supper thing was, and I'm not a perfect Catholic either myself. I mean, I'm a sinner. You know what I mean? So let's put that on. Let's put that out there. But to have people that are transgender, what have you, it's mocking a religion, that's not cool. Because on the other hand, people said if they were mocking a Muslim culture, oh man, all hell would have broken loose. Like that really would have been canceled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would have been canceled. But oh hey, you know what? It's just Christianity. It's cool. They'll get over it. I mean, that's what's happening. That's my point, Kamish, with all this.
Right.
is that yes, nobody's perfect, but there has to be somewhere where you draw a line in the sand and you're like, come on, dude. Like, really? Really? We're gonna have Mr. China NBA carry the American flag, and he's not gonna like stand for the anthem. He's not gonna come out for the anthem the first game. That's not
Oh, disappeared again.
I mean, I don't. I mean, like I said, we're gonna debate about it. I mean, I want France to win. Viva la France!
Man,
I
Brian.
want them to win.
But LeBron is an American. He's got a right to have an opinion. You don't gotta like the guy, but he's a fellow American.
Yeah, and but that's the thing, Kamish. We have to draw a line somewhere. We have, and I'm drawing my line. Like my line's in the sand. Like I drew it. Like I'm like no. Like okay, cool. If you wouldn't have bared the flag, I would have been cool with it. I'm like, you know what, cool. You know, go USA, whatever. I really don't care. I mean, I never was, never will be an Olympian, but I know for a fact that I am a patriot.
But isn't part of it like at the end of the day, you gotta agree. Like, all right, you can have your opinion, I'll have my opinion, but we gotta go up against the world.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah, and that's the thing. It's like I'm.
But you're
cool
choosing France.
It's I just can't, Commish. I can't.
You can't set it aside.
Because I want LeBron to like really just like I don't want that guy to win. Just as much as I root against the Lakers not to win, I don't want that guy to win. And Steph Curry and Steve Kerr. And yeah, you know, if this goes out there and it blows up and it becomes global, you know, you never know. I mean, let's just put it on there that we got the Hawk Tua girl as a special guest. We'll get another 1 million views, you know, because that's really what's happening. It's just like, yeah, it's cool. Like, let's have fun, let's enjoy. We're free. This is the greatest country in the world. I mean, a lot of people not agree with it, and that's why they're trying to take us down. But if you're gonna carry the flag, you got to be responsible for what you do as an American, as having to do with the national anthem. At least, I mean, patriotism. You got to have some sort of patriotism.
Hold on. Are you there?
Yeah. You froze up for a minute.
Yeah, my internet, I think, cut out for a minute there.
Yeah, I was just saying, Commish. I mean, you gotta be a patriot.
I heard something Steph Curry and then it cut out.
Yeah, I don't like the Warriors. I got nothing against Steph. I actually like Steph as a player.
Yeah.
I got nothing against him. Just besides he plays for the team that I hate.
Yeah.
Any team from the Bay I hate as a LA fan. That's just my instinct. I think I hate them more than I hate LeBron because like even when LeBron plays Golden State, when they played him in that game, that elimination game, I think it was like 2 years back. I was rooting for the Lakers against the Warriors. I was like, dude, I'd rather see the Lakers in the playoffs than the Warriors. I can't stand the Warriors. Yeah. And I said it before on this podcast. Like, I can't stand. Like, where are all the Warriors fans now here in LA? I see that many.
They disappeared.
All of a sudden, Lakers are back, which is cool. I could live with that. Yeah. But when you had this trickling effect on the young kids. And they're out here with the Golden State Warriors stuff. I was like, wait a minute. Whoa. This is in San Francisco, dude. Like, this is LA.
That was very strange. That was a very strange period.
Yes. You're talking about the Olympics, correct? We're going back to the Olympics?
When the Golden State Warriors seemed to have took over LA, that did not make sense to me. It was a period there where everybody, like all the kids were wearing the Steph Curry shirts, the Warriors shirts. And I'm like, this is LA. You don't wear that stuff here.
I think, like I said, Kamish, I think all around it all this what I'm speaking of, it's all Gen Z too. So I blame Gen Z. Like they're just not they're following the trend. That's why this Hawk Tua girl, and I'll keep saying it because just put it on there. Oh, Hawk Tua special guest, or you know, Hawk Tua. I mean, obviously it's stuff like that gets clicks. I mean,
but part of it too is that the Lakers didn't have anybody. Like LeBron didn't bring in or didn't do what I think they thought he was going to do.
Right. Granted, yes. Yes.
So we didn't have we went from like
Kobe was retired, and then eventually Kobe did pass.
yeah, we had Magic. We had that whole era with Magic
Right.
and all those
Back
guys
in
around
Kobe.
them. And then we
Yeah.
had that little like dip again. And then
Right.
we had Kobe and Shaq. And then we
Yeah.
had that dip, and we never recovered from that dip. Like
Yeah,
LeBron
because
never brought that out.
you have a point, because when I was in elementary school, I mean, that was like the late 90s. No, early to mid and late 90s in a way. It was when Jordan and the Bulls were popular.
Yeah.
So you would see a lot of Jordan jerseys or whatnot, Bull stuff. So yeah, it's like, it's just, I guess, a generational thing. Once I really wrap my head around it.
That was really strange about. I would say that you're right. Jordan somehow transcended all the cities. Like you would hate Jordan, but you would
Right.
also respect Jordan, and you wouldn't get mad at somebody for having a Jordan jersey. You know what I mean?
And that's why, like, now we have like the debate, like the great debate, where it's like Jordan, LeBron, like you're always gonna. I mean, us like older.
I mean, there's no debate for us. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, older generation, we're kind of like more like Jordan, and the new guys, the Gen Z, even us, like young guys are a little bit younger than us, the millennials in a way, because I'm a millennial.
Right.
Like they're like half LeBron or half Jordan, so it's like you could take your pick.
Yeah, I think if you're like kind of our generation, like the question itself is a stupid question. It's like
No,
Jordan. It's obvious.
It is. Because I mean, like I said, like my dislike for LeBron doesn't take away the fact that he's a great player. He's one of the greats. He's one of the greats.
He's not the cultural icon that Jordan is. I'll say that.
That, and plus, he's never going to be a great Laker.
I don't even think he's the best in the league. I don't think he was a great player. I mean, he's a great player. He's a great athlete. He's a great player. I'll take that back.
Right.
But I don't think he is in that realm of like near Jordan or even Magic Johnson, those guys. I don't think he ever reached that, to be honest.
Well, he's a scoring champ. That's the thing. It's we live in such a world where it's the statistics speak, and everybody wants to throw statistics. Get tongue tied with the stats. Everybody wants to bring up the stats, and it's like we become so mathematical where it's like, oh, bam, here it says it here. There's only one answer.
Right.
And that's what's happened. That's the great debate. It's like, oh, well, let's look at the stats. Oh, okay, he's the scoring champ. Oh, bam. And you just mail it in at that point. Yeah.
Yep, you're right. But like in that era, everybody knows what Jordan would have done in that era.
And that's the thing. It's like basketball is like a whole. It's gone through different eras. Yes.
Yeah.
Different eras. Yeah.
Like Jordan didn't make a couple, win a couple playoff games because he was just getting like hacking slash. Like they were just taking him down.
Right. He was that mid-range jumper because he couldn't go in the paint. He knew he would get, messed up in the paint. So he developed that mid-range jumper.
Yeah. And
had
the Jordan rules.
Like LeBron is like 300 pounds, just nothing but muscle, and he's trucking dudes. You know what I mean? Like when he was a rookie, he wasn't really doing it that much because he was still a rookie. And he wasn't as big as he is now. I mean, he came in pretty big. He was stocked. But now he's just, man, dude, like compare these kids are about some steroids. You know what I mean? I mean, some of these kids they're too skinny.
Oh yeah. I think DG and I were talking about that.
Yeah.
The other day about about the rookies coming in and how they're not, they got to beef up. Like I think one of them was like 7'2" and 190 pounds or whatever it was.
but that's the thing. We're a shoot. That's all he does is shoot. That's all he does. Yeah. I mean, every now and then he'll get a nice layup in, what have you. I mean, he's good in the transition, but that's all he does is shoot, and he's a sharpshooter. All he does is shoot threes. In the 90s NBA, he would have just been another guy. He probably would have been like what we consider Ray Allen's, like, oh, great 3-point shooter. That's it.
Right.
But it's like now the game is like evolved where it's like, well, there's no physicality. The whistle gets blown on every play. You touch it, you poke a guy in the wrong place, and you get a foul for that. So now it's a different game. It's a different game.
Yeah.
It's more scoring. Everything now is more scoring.
let's shift gears a little bit to some fantasy football. Fantasy football coming up here. Are you excited for the season?
I'm very excited, Kamish. I'm coming in like LeBron, like hard in the paint. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. You know, me and the champ used to share this room. This room is tiny.
Man.
And this room is tiny, but yeah, I mean, I guess we were smaller, so it wasn't a big deal. But man, I just moved back into my mom's going through a divorce.
Right.
But yeah, this room is small, so
Right.
I just can't imagine how me and my brother the champ shared this room. But a lot of good times, but a lot of fighting too, man.
A lot of fights in there.
Yeah, but it makes
a
you
lot of
tougher,
farting.
though, man.
A lot of fights and a lot of farting.
That too. Yeah. That's how I was accustomed in the Marine Corps. I'm like, that's all good, man. Like,
yeah, you're used to it.
Like, I'm used to this. Yeah, I'm used to sleeping with another dude. You know? Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, because in the Marine Corps, you if you're enlisted, I mean, more likely you're in the barracks, so you're stuck with somebody else. Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about quarterbacks. I'm gonna throw a name at you, and then you say how you think their season is gonna go. Okay?
Okay, I like this. Yeah.
Josh Allen.
Good. Yeah. Good.
Jalen Hurts.
Very good.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, very good as well.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
I
do
was
well.
a doubter last year, man. Dude, you know what's funny? I took a taste of my own medicine. My brother beat me with Lamar Jackson.
Man.
He's great in the regular season, but he can't. He chokes in the playoffs.
Was Jalen Hurts injured last year?
He was playing with an injury. Yes.
Was an injury? Okay.
Yeah.
I think maybe he was hurt the previous season. Maybe I can't remember.
He was a previous season. Yeah, but he was playing injured last year. He was a wreck. Yeah.
Mahomes.
Ooh, I mean, Mahomes is Mahomes. He's the GOAT, man. I mean,
is he the number one pick? Should everybody try to get him?
The thing with Mahomes is every year, man, I don't know how that guy does it. He has no receivers.
Okay.
He still gets it done.
You're the first guy. Say it's your pick. You're the first guy. You have Allen, Hurts, Jackson, and Mahomes. Who do you take?
Allen.
Okay.
Yeah. Allen or Hurts. That's a close tie.
All right. CJ Stroud.
Yeah, he's progressing. He's gonna be a very nice season. Yeah.
It's gonna be his sophomore season, huh?
Sophomore season. Yeah, number 2 pick. Yeah.
Joe Burrow. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I think I lost you for a second. Joe Burrow.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's he's gonna be nice. He's gonna be nice, but he's just gotta stay healthy, man. That's the problem with that guy.
What was the injury he had? It was a wrist injury, right?
It's like a wrist injury. Yeah, something strange out of nowhere.
Yeah, those are tough because you feel like if guy hurts his feet or something, like at his ankle or something, like his arm, his throwing arm is still going to be there. Maybe not the mobility, but his ability to throw that like precision is still there. But once they get into the wrist and the hands, that's
and he's the only guy who's ever beaten Mahomes in the playoffs. And in the in the playoffs, yeah.
All right, let's see. Interesting. Dak Prescott.
I actually think he's gonna have a pretty good season. I just hope they keep CeeDee Lamb. It all depends if they keep CeeDee Lamb or not, honestly. Okay. And I think Jerry Jones is gonna cave. He's gonna. I think they're gonna. Or who knows? I mean, he got rid of Amari Cooper, which is strange.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there with the Cowboys because the rumor is it's just a rumor, but they're saying that he might be the next Raiders quarterback next year if the Cowboys don't give him the money. Dak Prescott.
Oh, Dak Prescott. I like that. I like that move actually.
He's serviceable. Yeah. I mean, he's a decent quarterback because the NFL, dude. You saw how many injuries there was that last season. I mean, even Joe Flacco was out there.
Man.
That's right. Bad was.
That's right.
That's how bad. Joe Flacco, and then you had Bridgewater. You had he was playing with the Giants. He almost beat the Rams too. Tyrod Taylor. I mean, dude, we had all these backups, like all these old veteran quarterbacks. I mean, they were literally like in there with the old Rydell helmet.
Yeah.
Like that old one that Aaron Rodgers wears, like that old. I love that helmet. I love that classic helmet. I think it's like the Rydell or the Shut. I don't like these new helmets. They look wonky. They don't look good. But whatever. It's player safety.
I think it's a very weak year for quarterbacks. They had on this list, CJ Stroud is number 6, and he's his sophomore season.
Are you going off of ESPN?
Yeah, this is the ESPN ranking, and he's number 6 already.
I'm not trusting their rankings.
So like looking at this list, it's not as deep as before when you had guys like Tom Brady.
Tony Romo, Manning, the Mannings too. Both the Mannings. Yeah.
Let's see, Kyler Murray.
Yeah, that's another one. Like Burrow. I mean, he's gonna have a nice season, but it just all depends on if he stays healthy too. That's another guy. I mean, he's about my height. I mean, he's only like 5'10", 5'9". So,
all right, Jordan Love.
I really like Jordan Love. I'm so happy they gave him the money. I think I mean a lot of people it's the great debate. It's like, oh, he's he only played about 8 games. You haven't really seen anything of him, dude. When he went in there and beat the Cowboys, I was like, yeah, this guy's a lion.
Yeah, the second half of the season he started kind of like getting more in tune, right?
Yes, he did.
He started picking it up a little bit. Yeah,
because I mean the big thing was, I mean, I'm hoping that you had Rodgers as your next guy, because everybody's so high on Rodgers. I'm not.
They have Rodgers 13.
I'm not high on Rodgers at all. Do they? I'm higher than Jordan Love?
No. They got Jordan Love. I'll give you number 11, Brock Purdy, and number 12, Jaden Daniels, and then Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Wow. They got Daniels above Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
Wow. Ooh. Yeah, no, like I said, I'm not trusting that list.
All right, let's go running backs.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh wait, from that top 10, you still take Allen?
Well, who's number 1 in that list?
Allen.
Yeah, I'll still take Allen. Yeah.
All right, running backs. Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, that dude's a beast, but man, dude, he still has that calf injury. It lingers. It's just lingering.
It's still there? He still has it?
He has it again. He's not gonna. I mean, obviously, I don't think he was gonna play in the preseason games, but he's injured again with the calf.
He made a big impact when they traded him and he went to the 49ers.
He was injury prone with Carolina. Yeah. He was. I mean, well, Carolina, it's apples and oranges compared to the 49ers. I mean, that 49ers line is way better than anything that Carolina's ever had. Yeah.
And he was doing good in Carolina.
And he was, he's really talented out of Stanford.
Yeah, that's a beast.
The Harvard of the West.
Okay, I was trying to think of who else was at Stanford, but I don't think Marshawn was. He was at Berkeley, right?
He was at Berkeley. Marshawn. I mean, Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck. Oh yeah.
John Elway.
Breece Hall. I'm a little surprised by that one. He's number 2.
Yeah, I'm surprised too, because like I said, I'm not high on the Jets.
Yeah.
I don't know what this love infatuation is with the Jets. They're talking about how they're going to win the East. I don't think so.
No,
they're not my pick. I think the Bills are the team to beat, even though they lost Stephon Diggs. But I think that Stephon Diggs was such a he's had a record where he's burned bridges. I mean, he did it in Minnesota, and now he's done it in Buffalo. And granted, I mean,
who are you talking about?
I'm talking about wide receiver Diggs, Stephon Diggs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a track record. Now he's in Houston. He's in a good spot now, so he better keep his mouth shut. He's a quality receiver, but he was always on Allen's grill, like always, like. And then even Allen got tired of it. He's like, dude, man. And Allen sometimes he's a little wild, so I get it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think the pressure of because he's a diva. A lot of these big receivers. I mean, Diggs is a big time diva, and I think that's why I just like Buffalo. I don't know, for some reason I'm still really confident that Buffalo's the team, but especially because the coach is on a hot seat too. So he's coaching for his job. Yeah.
All right. What about Bijan Robinson?
Yeah, I like Bijan. Yeah.
He's pretty high up there. That's good. Jonathan Taylor.
JT, that's the guy right there. That's man, dude. That guy, he's a hit or miss. So I'm just because the talent's there, but he's always a question mark. You draft him high, and he doesn't produce, or he gets injured. So it's difficult. It's difficult to I'm staying neutral. I can't go
Okay.
up or down. Yeah, can't go higher.
Saquon Barkley.
That's the guy who was. It's gonna be interesting to watch him in a different uniform. He went to Philadelphia, got the bag. He's gonna have a good season.
Is his first season outside of the Giants?
Yeah, first season outside the Giants.
Dude, that's a good pickup for the Phillies. Then.
That was a really good pickup.
Philadelphia doing good. All right. So you get to pick first. You're the first guy with the pick. Christian McCaffrey, Brees Hall, Bijan Robinson, Jonathan Taylor, and Saquon Barkley. Who do you take?
I'm gonna go in the league with Saquon.
Nice.
that was your winner right there, man.
Yeah, I like that dude.
Yeah.
I had him another season, but I think he was injured most of that season, and he didn't.
Yeah,
do it
I remember.
well,
Yeah, when he got
but
injured
that rookie
against
season, I took him.
When he got injured against
a lot of value.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Didn't you take him as a rookie?
I did. Yeah, I got him cheap too. That was a good year.
Yeah.
And then I had him again the year after that because he was so good, and then he broke like his femur or something. I don't know. He broke something pretty gnarly.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, against the Cowboys. Yeah, he stepped on one of the linemen. It was bad. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Like you just see the leg, just like, oh man.
All right. Hold on a second. Where'd you go? There you are.
Is it my internet or is it yours?
I have no idea.
It made me do the stream through the app now, so I don't know if that's a different thing. If that's taking an effect.
Are you on your laptop or your phone?
No, my phone.
Your phone? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, when Montgomery's still there, so
I never heard of this guy. Who's this guy?
Jahmyr Gibbs is the backup to Montgomery with the Detroit Lions. Remember, Big Al took him last draft, and he didn't really produce for him. It was Montgomery who did all the heavy lifting. Yeah, he was a rookie last year.
So he's gonna have a bigger workload now in Detroit.
I'm just curious to see what they're gonna do with him in Montgomery. I mean, Montgomery ate up all his snaps last year, so that's another guy I'm like kind of neutral. I'm just like I don't know where to put him.
They got him number 6 here.
Yeah.
Kyren Williams.
The Rams running back with him too. I mean, I'm and that's why he stopped running the ball. Oh man, I mean, I wish him nothing but the best. I traded for him too. Walter traded him to me for Najee Harris, and I thought I won the trade, but no, I could have used Najee Harris at the end. Najee Harris went off, so
man,
you live and you learn, man. Yeah, but I love Kyren. I love him. He's a Ram. Yeah,
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Derrick Henry's with the Ravens now. That's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I think he's gonna have a good season. He's a little long in the tooth now. I mean, obviously he's been around for a while. I think he's on that list. He has the most years.
He's been solid though.
He's been solid though. Even last year, I was hesitant to take him. I think Walter takes him every year. But Walter takes him every year because I mean, obviously he won him the championship that first year that he came into the league. And but he had a good season last year. I think he's gonna repeat. I think he has like 2 more seasons left in him at least, minimal, my opinion.
What about Travis Etienne?
Yeah, I like Etienne. I liked him last year. He was solid. It's just Jacksonville is always a mixed bag, man.
Yeah,
that's the thing with Jacksonville. Yeah,
you never know what you're gonna get with them.
You never know what you're gonna get with him or Trevor Lawrence or any of the receivers or the tight end. Yeah, it's Jacksonville. It's like they're like right there. They're kind of like the Chargers. They're like It's funny because they faced off against each other, and the Chargers were beating them, and then Jacksonville came back and beat them in the wild card game. They're like so. It's like that Spider-Man meme where they're the same. But yet you can't go anywhere. Like you only go like past. You can't even go past the first round. But like the quarterbacks are so talented. Good running backs. They were pretty much the same team. Yeah.
All right. So rounding up the top 10 is Isaiah Pacheco.
I've heard different things about Pacheco for some reason. I've heard good and bad. So I mean, honestly, I like Pacheco, but I mean, if you got to put him up there at top 10, and yeah, he's at the right place. I'll agree with them on that. He's definitely the 10th running back. Yeah.
All right, let's switch gears to wide receivers now. This guy already came up earlier, CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, if he gets paid, he's definitely the alpha. I mean, he's the guy. He's the guy in Dallas. Every ball that Dak threw at him, he caught it.
Yeah. Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, speed. Yeah, speed kills, man. But the thing
was he in the Chiefs before?
Yes, he was.
He's in Miami now.
He played in Miami last year.
Last year too.
Last year was his first year in Miami. He got paid. He wanted to get paid, and the Chiefs were not going to pay him, so Miami gave him the bag. He's never going to win a Super Bowl though. Sadly, I'm not. Even though I love Mike McDaniel as the coach, but that team is not. They're not going to win the Super Bowl. They're not going to win the East. But Bills are my pick for the East, AFC East.
Jamar Chase.
I like Chase, but like I said, it all depends on Burrow's health. That's the guy for Burrow, the backup quarterback. But it just all depends on Burrow. It's like man, I don't want to put in a negative way, but it's like a bomb. You know, you need to light the bomb to go off, and if you don't light the bomb, it doesn't go off. It's mediocre. It's like, oh, okay, cool, I got a bomb, but what am I going to do with it if I can't light it?
Right. Let's see here. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah, Detroit Lions wide receiver. Same thing last year. I think he missed a couple of games due to injury, but he's a really nice. I mean, I guess I'm a little biased because he went to USC, but yeah, he's a stud. I like me some Amon-Ra.
Justin Jefferson.
Double J, yeah. He was the top receiver last year. They dropped him down to what is that, 6?
No, 5.
5? Yeah, close. Yeah. It's just, I mean, Sam Darnold's your quarterback. He's got a strong arm, but I mean, Jefferson's a good route runner, so I want to put him. I want to give him a good season, but I'm like, it's just Kirk Cousins was the guy. They had a nice connection.
All right. So who would you take of those 5? You could pick any of them. Who do you get?
I want Lamb.
Lamb. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Yeah.
All right. So let's round out the top 10 here. AJ Brown.
Yeah. I like Brown. He's a diva though, man. That's the thing I don't like. He's so talented. He's so good. Yeah. But when he gets mad, he kind of psychs himself out. He jinxes. He pretty much jinxes himself. Like, he's the type of receiver where it's like he's so talented. It's just like, man, this guy could be. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if one day he does become a Hall of Famer. He's on his way, but man, dude, he had a couple of games where he's in Jalen Hurts' face, and it's like, come on, dude. Like, that's your quarterback. Like, you gotta. The same thing like I said about Stephon Diggs with Allen. It's like, dude, you gotta show respect for your quarterback. That's your leader right there. Yeah.
Right. I said AJ Brown, right? Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, it's the Jets. He had a nice season last year. Nice season. He's a really good receiver. I think he's gonna have a nice season. But it's just like I said, I'm not sold on the Jets. I'm just not sold on the Jets. Everybody's going gaga for Rodgers. I don't get it.
Here's someone from your LA Rams, Puka Nacua.
Everybody's saying that's the big My opinion is I really like Puka. Puka was a no name last year. I had him and I dropped him like a fool before he won, and I should have stuck with him. And then
Yeah, he
Juanito
caught
got him.
fire, huh?
Yeah, dude, he went off. Yeah, but the last couple of games, I mean, I think he had he set the record for the rookie touchdowns, rookie receiving touchdowns.
He had some good playoff plays, right?
He had some nice playoff plays, yeah. But he was pretty much like him and Stafford, and because Williams went out, they needed Kyron Williams, and he broke his hand, and it all kind of went downhill. But he had some nice plays. Yeah, he's a good receiver. I mean, he's big and strong. He kind of reminds me of that other wide receiver for the Steelers. He was also if I'm not mistaken, a Samoan fellow as well, Hines Ward. He kind of reminds me like a Hines Ward. He's like not dirty because Hines Ward was a little bit dirty, but he's just big and strong, and he's gonna challenge you. Yeah.
All right. Chris, I'm gonna have to say this right.
Chris
Olave.
Olave, yeah,
Okay.
New Orleans Saints. Yeah, he's I think he's injured right now. He's a wide receiver out of Ohio State. Very nice receiver. Had a nice rookie campaign. Last year was his sophomore season. Didn't have the same effect, but we'll see. I mean, Derek Carr is throwing him the ball still, so we'll see. It all depends on how good Carr's going to be.
Okay, now this guy used to be money until they got traded here. Davante Adams.
Yeah. So the rumor is that he's going to get Vegas. That's for sure.
He's going to get traded from Vegas?
That's what everybody's saying. That's what the rumor is. Yeah.
Before the season starts?
No. He's going to trade it mid like through the trading deadline, like through the middle of the season.
To a better team?
Supposedly the Jets.
The Jets, wow.
Well,
because of Rodgers?
Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's interesting if his success is tied to Rodgers, of just the chemistry that sometimes quarterbacks and receivers have, and they don't find that with other people or other teams.
It's kind of like I think about Brett Favre and Donald Driver. Remember?
Yeah,
they were a great duo too.
Yeah,
I mean, like Favre would throw those fastballs, and then Driver would just take it like boom, like he take them. Yeah, but he never dropped the ball. It was Favre to Driver. I'll never forget that, Donald Driver.
Rodgers. Favre was notorious for being able to throw that ball hard.
Yeah, he was a gunslinger. Yeah. It's just I mean, the reason he went to Vegas really is because I think he saw the writing on the wall. It's like, well, Rodgers is not going to be here. Him and Derek Carr were teammates at Fresno State, so he wanted to play with his buddy. They're practically like brothers, and so yeah, I mean, Carr got traded away to the Saints, and I mean, man, it kind of sucks for Davante Adams because he left Green Bay to go. Imagine Davante Adams and Jordan Love. Oh man,
that would have been good.
That would have been nice. Yeah, should have stuck around.
Man.
And I'm not a Packers fan. I mean, in my opinion, there are stiffest competition. I'm not too worried about the Lions. I think we got them figured out. It's the Packers, especially when they play them in Lambeau. Like, I guess because we're a warm weather team.
Oh yeah.
We're just kind of like the Dolphins. Like, we can't compete in the cold. Like, every time they go Lambeau, they lose.
Mm. All right, let's do the tight ends here. Number 1, Sam Laporta.
Yeah, I mean, sophomore season, I like him. Yeah. He was Goff's target, so yeah. Right. Got lucky last year. Yeah, I got lucky last year with that guy.
Number 2, Mr. Taylor Swift.
Kelsey.
Yeah.
I don't know. Last year I was hesitant on taking him. I usually take him, but it's another year. I mean, there wasn't even a Swiftie curse. He won the Super Bowl, for God's sake. So, man, I'm just gonna say, yeah, he's gonna have a great season. It's just Mahomes is still throwing the ball. Yeah.
I think I had this guy last year, and it was kind of kind of okay. Some games. Mark Andrews.
Yeah, it all depends on health with that guy. He's so good, but it all depends on health. He's always
I think that's what the issue was. I had to put him on the bench and then bring him back up, and
he's kind of like Darren Waller.
Yeah.
Same thing. I think I'm not sure Waller retired already, but I mean, this guy, he's eventually going to retire too. He's always injured. I feel so bad for the guy because he's a really good tight end. Yeah.
George Kittle.
Yeah, I mean, even though I like the 49ers, but I respect.
Yeah, you gotta
the
like
player.
George Kittle.
Yeah, he's a solid running. He's a solid tight end, but the thing is, it's like with Ayuk. I mean, if they get rid of Ayuk, then he's gonna get more targets. If they keep Ayuk, then his targets are gonna be about the same. So that's the thing. It's like with Kittle, I had him for a season. He's hit or miss too.
Yeah. Trey McBride.
Yeah, Arizona Cardinals. He was a rookie last year, kind of an unknown. He's solid. I mean, let's just see how. I mean, I think he had that nice game against the Eagles when Murray came back. I had him and Murray in one of my other leagues that I won, and he's a good tight end. Yeah, he's had a good season.
Out of those 5, who do you take?
I'm surprised he didn't
Laporta, Kelsey, Andrews, Kittle, and McBride.
I'm surprised he didn't put Kincaid in there.
Who?
Kincaid, Dalton Kincaid.
They got him 10 over here.
They got him 10. Yeah, I think Dalton Kincaid's gonna have a nice season.
You'll take Kincaid, all right.
I'll take Kincaid. Yeah.
All right, so let's go number 6, Kyle Pitts.
Falcons,
pretty solid.
Falcons, they came up. I mean, Raheem Morris is their new coach. He's gonna be a very nice addition. Very good coach. He's our former DC with the Rams. I mean, it was hard to let that guy go. We got one of the Don Shula's was his great grandson, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
He's gonna be our defensive coordinator now. I forget his first name. I know he's a Shula. He's football royalty. But he's. I mean, you got Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins likes to target the tight end. So, I mean, Hawkinson now it's like non-existent. That's why he's not even on the top of the list. I mean,
he's 14. Yeah, he's got 14 up here.
Yeah.
But in fantasy, tight ends are usually boom or bust, and then
boom or bust, and
very few are consistent. Few are consistent.
Yes. Well, Kelsey's the most consistent one out of that.
Kelsey is consistent. When he was healthy back in the day, what's his name? Gronk. If he could stay healthy.
Yeah, if he could stay healthy, yeah.
What was it? Tony Gonzalez was usually pretty.
Antonio Gates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But typically, I just kind of stream them sometimes because it's
yeah, they're kind of like a defense or a kicker. You kind of have to stream them sometimes if you don't have a solid one. Yeah.
If you don't have one of those guys, if he on this list, if I see Kelsey, sometimes Kittle, but Kittle is a little inconsistent too.
That's what I said. Yeah, he's boom or bust, big time.
Yeah,
because he's more of a blocking tight end sometimes. He's got great hands. But I mean, Shanahan has his scheme and. Yeah. He's big on blocking and stuff. So,
all right. What about Evan Ingram?
Yeah, see that's the thing. Like I said, Jaguars that whole offense is a mixed bag. I don't know what to expect from these guys. So I'm not. Yeah.
David Njoku.
The Cleveland tight end. He was boomer bust last year too. I think he had a down season last year. But then again, I mean Watson went down and he had these. When Flacco came back in, I think he started lighting it up a little bit when Flacco was throwing the ball because Flacco was he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. So he won me in one of my leagues too. So thank you, nice. Flacco. Yeah.
Flacco was definitely talented.
Yeah, he can sling it, man. Yeah.
Let's see. I haven't heard of this name before. Jake Ferguson.
He's a Cowboys tight end. Yeah, Cowboys tight end.
Who's this guy?
Jake Ferguson. Yeah, he's our starting tight end.
He's good.
He's decent. He's a decent tight end.
He's serviceable.
He's serviceable. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Let's go talk about. All right. Let's go kickers. Let's just do the top 5 kickers. We don't have to get too deep into kickers.
No problem.
Hold on. There you go.
Okay.
Harrison Butker.
Yeah, they signed him. They gave him a lot of money. I think he's the highest paid kicker at the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
He's money. Yeah, I like. If I can get him on my team, I'll take Harrison Butker.
I mean, he's a Super Bowl winning kicker. He's been clutch. And I mean, he plays down there in Arrowhead. That's a tough place to kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon Aubrey. Oh, hold on.
He just like was a nobody. Like Cowboys tried him out, and they were like, "Man, we found our kicker." Yeah, they got rid of Greg the Leg, Zerline.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he became the kicker.
Here's another guy who was always money for me when I had him, Justin Tucker.
Yeah, I mean, he's the GOAT. Well, I mean, it's hard. I mean, Vinatieri's the GOAT or Tucker.
Tucker was really good.
Didn't he? Yeah, Vinatieri got inducted in the Hall of Fame recently, didn't he? Adam Vinatieri?
Let me look this up.
Yeah, I think he just got inducted with his class, with his most recent class, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, well, it comes up on the autocomplete, so I'm gonna guess. Let's see. Did Adam Vinatieri make the Hall of Fame? The upcoming 2025 Hall of Fame class will see a fresh batch of first-year eligible candidates, including former.
So he's a candidate.
Patriots. Okay.
Yeah.
He's a first ballot candidate, I guess.
He's gonna make it. Yeah. They're letting kickers into the Hall of Fame.
It says he has a chance to become just the 5th kicker.
There you go. Yeah, because I think Ray Guy from the Raiders was the most recent kicker that they inducted. I think that was last year. Yeah.
Okay.
Or was he a punter?
Oh, a punter got into the Hall of Fame?
I don't know if he was a punter or a kicker.
Huh.
Well, he was old school anyway, so I'm pretty sure.
How would a punter get what would be so good?
Well, look at Pat McAfee.
No offense to all the punters out there.
No, and then you're I mean, from Pat McAfee, he's a punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I don't see. It's just hard. I guess they don't get to do. I get they play important roles when
and it's
critical
funny
times.
Too because they got a new kickoff rule now.
Okay.
Did you see that in the preseason? I saw the Hall of Fame game and they instituted.
I heard about it, but I didn't see it.
It's weird, dude. It's totally trippy. There's gonna be so many penalties.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's just more. Dude, the scoreboard's gonna be sky high. I'll tell you that much. Because I can't. It's so hard to explain because you gotta see it to understand what's going on. At least for me.
Yeah.
Because it's if you, it's you got to see it, and I like how Joe Buck announced it during the Hall of Fame game, and dude, that kickoff is just trippy, dude. It makes most of the times it's either the kicker or the punter. Sometimes it's the kicker who does it, and they got to do some skill now. So now it's trickier. Yeah. Now you can't just squib kick it into the.
Yeah, that's what I was
no.
thinking.
Now it's you gotta do a knuckleball or you gotta oh dude, it's trippy. It's gonna be a trip. There's gonna be a lot of penalties.
That's kind of where I guess you could see a punter getting into the Hall of Fame. Maybe he's always been clutch, where they got to make that that little offside kick, onside kick, whatever.
And talking about punters, I'm excited to see Matt Araiza. The punt god. The guy who allegedly raped somebody at San Diego State.
What?
He was drafted by the Bills last year.
Wow.
And there was
he hasn't played?
He got dropped by the team.
Wow.
And then and it was just the allegations. He wasn't even there.
Wow.
And so
that's what's his name from the Dodgers?
Trevor Bauer. Yeah. He's pitching in Mexico and he's lighting it up, dude.
Man, that sucks. They cut him too, right?
They cut him too. Yeah. Yeah.
Did we say Jake Elliott?
No. Yeah,
right.
he missed the field goal today, and then the Eagles got the fumble, and then he got to re-kick and he won the game for them. But it's preseason; it doesn't really matter.
I think the Eagles are going to be good again.
I think so too. It's them and the Packers who I'm worried about in the NFC. Yeah.
Greg Zuerlein.
Greg the Leg. Like I said, another Jet. I'm not big on Greg the Leg anymore.
On the Jets.
He's missed a lot of he missed a lot of kicks last year.
So those top 5, who are you taking?
Butker.
Oh
yeah.
I don't know. I gotta go with my buddy Justin Tucker. I mean, I think I take him almost every year.
He's an opera singer.
He's an opera singer.
He's an opera singer. He's pretty
I did
dang
not-
good. You got to check him out.
I feel like it's weird when you said that. I feel like I remember something like that and seeing him, but I could just be making it up in my mind.
That's why I call him the maestro. It's like a joke off of Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Remember when Elena was going out with the opera singer or the conductor?
Yeah. But did he perform at any time?
Who did? I'm sorry. Justin Tucker?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's performed.
I think maybe that's why I seen maybe a clip of him or something.
Yeah, he's performed.
All right, so team defense. If you could pick anybody, who would you take?
Dude, dude, that's the thing. I have no idea who to take on team defense. So run the list of at least the top 3.
I'll give you top 5.
All
Browns, right. Cowboys, Jets, Ravens, and number 5, 49ers.
Oh man, I don't like the Jets, but I like their defense.
I'm shocked the Cowboys and Jets are up that high this year. That's pretty crazy.
Cowboys always been pretty well. The thing
Browns,
with Cowboys is they changed, then the Cowboys switched coordinators too.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be different.
You know,
it's not gonna be Dan Quinn anymore.
I always used to get the Patriots as a sort of like fill-in. Like, all right, I know they're probably gonna be all right.
Yeah,
they're not even on the top 15 here.
They're not a good team.
Man.
They're gonna be picking number 1 next year. Yeah, it's the post Brady era.
The post Brady, post Belichick.
Post Belichick. Yeah, I mean they gotta
sell that Kraft stock. I don't know.
And they're gonna be picking number 1. Yeah.
Oh. All right, Brian. Let's land this plane.
All right.
What are your final thoughts?
If you want to live a good life and you want to go back into your mom's, don't get married. But I'm not here to be your idol, obviously.
Oh. All right. Some technical difficulties. I'm not sure how this is going to look at the final edit here.
Just do hawk two, and then we'll get the views.
We'll get the views.
This whole episode, they won't take anything we said seriously unless we say hawk Tua. So we got to say hawk Tua.
There you go. I'm looking forward to next week getting our draft, doing the draft. Hopefully, we can do another podcast from the draft house.
Yeah,
with all the guys from the league. Hopefully.
Oh, but we're gonna be. So, dude, we're drafting at 10 o'clock Central.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be gnarly.
It's basically like we're all middle aged now, but we get to be frat guys for a weekend. Yeah. Go back to frat roots.
Yeah. Barracks life for me.
Barracks life.
The core, Barracks
nice.
life. Yeah.
All right. So with that, we'll say good night, and we'll see you next week. Thank you, guys.